So in 11.4 homework, we're going to look at a few of these. On number 1, this one is a little deceptive. It's number 1, so you think it should be easy, and it is easy. But if you notice, it says, it speaks about winning $10 million. It says that 50 million tickets were sold. What's the chance that one ticket will win? Okay, so all there is to this one is just the probability of winning is 1/50 million. I'm going to write that all out. And I think the mistake some students will make is they will type that in the calculator and get a number. But this is the answer MyMathLab wants because it says an integer or a simplified fraction. Okay. This next one is a little tricky if you don't really know what you're looking for. So we'll go through this one. So we got, this is empirical data. They did a survey and collected some information. This is the number of hours of sleep each person has. And this is the number of people who responded in millions. So it says the number of hours of sleep, we want to know at least 6 hours. So this is 6. If I were to just type in 72/300 and simplify that, that's wrong. It's at least 6 hours. Okay, so the probability of at least 6 hours of sleep is, I gotta add up all of those. So 72 plus 91 plus 78 plus 11 plus 9. And that's over the total. Okay, so let's see what the top is. 72, 91, 78, 11 plus 9. So I would recommend just typing it in first. So you can see it. Just the top, you get 261. So let's go ahead and work that out. I get a fraction, 0.87. But if you look at the answer, it wants it as a percent. So this is 87%. So that's the answer that they want. To convert a decimal to a percent, just move the decimal to the right. That's all on this page. I'm going to go to the next page. We're going to look at a few of these dice problems. So number 11. So you got a 6-sided die, and they want to know what's the probability of rolling an odd number. So I'm going to write all of these down. This is all our, this is our sample space. This is all the possibilities. Okay. So it wants to know an odd number. So these are our odd numbers. So the probability of an odd number is these all together, that's 3 of them. And there's 6 total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 6 is 1. And we got to pay attention to how they want the answer. It says a simplified fraction. Okay. Then number 13, we're going to probably look at 13, 14, 15, and I'll stop there. And then we'll do another video for some other types of problems. So number 13, we have a 12-sided die. Find the probability of rolling a number greater than 7. So I like to always write these numbers down. And so it wants to know the probability of a number greater than 7, not greater than or equal to, or not at least 7. So greater than 7 is just this. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the probability of greater 7 is 5 over 12. And again, it wants an integer or simplified fraction. Number 14 and 15, I don't even think we need to write these down. I'm just going to talk through them. Number 14, a 6-sided die is rolled. What's the probability that we get a number less than 11? Well, each of these numbers is the only outcomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every single one of those numbers is less than 11. So if we were to type this in, let me show you what we would do. Number 14. Since all our options are less than 11, the probability of less than 11 is 6 over 6, which is a fraction, but it's going to want the simplified fraction, which is 6. And then the last one I'm going to look at is number 15, and then we'll do a new video since we're going to talk about new stuff. But we can do this briefly. It's another 12-sided die. The question is, find the probability of a number greater than 21. Well, are there any numbers bigger than 21? There are not. So probability of greater than 21 is 0 over 12. This reduces, of course, the confusion here. Sometimes students will say 0 over 12 is undefined, but you should recognize it as 0. So if you don't recognize it as 0, you can type it in. That's equal to. Okay. All right, so we're going to end this video there. Next one, we're going to look at a few card problems.